Most people associate major movie productions with places like Los Angeles, and for good reason. A majority of states offer incentives to bring big film sets into town in the form of tax credits, rebates, and refunds, amounts that can add up to millions. But here in Idaho, there are no incentives in place, and local advocates say we're missing out on an opportunity to boost local economies.
I used to live in LA, New York. I've been all around.
Kumbalai Satori has been in the movie-making business for almost 20 years. Now he calls Boise home.
My plan was to bring film here.
For the last 2 years, he's been on a mission to bring big projects to the Gem State, but when you put pen to paper, the incentives are undeniably more enticing elsewhere.
When I moved here, I was like, man, this is perfect. You know, this is a perfect place to do film. I mean, we have universities that are teaching their students how to, create film.
This is the ultimate place to be shooting.
Rulon Wood agrees as part of the fast-growing film program at Boise State University.
We're buying new gear every year. It's crazy.
The film industry in Idaho is growing.
Fairly new to campus, they've seen tremendous interest from new students set on becoming part of the entertainment industry that in recent years has evolved beyond the traditional theater. During the pandemic, people turned largely to home entertainment. New streaming platforms emerged, all pushing out more unique content than ever before, with seemingly limitless opportunity for more. A multi-billion-dollar industry booming.
They spent $34 billion on content last year in just Disney Plus, HBO Max, Netflix, right?
And now everything available to us through streaming and everything else, that's not going to stop.
But here at Boise State, on-the-job real-world experience on film sets isn't as readily available as it would be in other states where filmmakers are offered tax refunds to bring in big-budget projects.
Without the tax incentives, it was just really hard to get companies to be like, yeah, let's do this here instead of doing it in Montana.
Montana implemented incentives in 2019, where hit shows like Yellowstone are now produced with a picturesque mountain backdrop one could argue could be replicated in the Gem State.
We do get phone calls a lot. We get phone calls from some commercial companies, and every once in a while we get a feature where they're researching. And, they do express frustration that Idaho does not have the resources that they're looking for.
So take, for example, a production with a $20 million budget. If they film in Idaho, they get nothing in return. Move over the border to Montana, and you're looking at 20 to 30% back on many expenses with a higher return for hiring locals.
Sometimes film incentives are literally the first question.
Despite the lack of rebates offered in Idaho, Satori is working on a $12+ million movie set in Sun Valley.
She's line dancing with Charlie.
Although movie making isn't all that common in the Gem State, the presence of production companies could offer employment opportunities in other industries and a boost to small-town economies.
$110,678 we're spending on makeup and hair. That can all be hired here.
It's just like any other business. Sure, Hollywood's going to come here, and they're going to leave millions of dollars behind.
There are so many supplementary businesses that can provide for film shoots wherever they happen to be. Film crews bring money.
The crew's staying in hotels, they're buying food, they're using our restaurants, they're purchasing our lumber to build sets or whatever.
Satori says Idaho is in a unique place because without existing incentives in place, lawmakers could draft rebate requirements however they want, making it more appealing to hire local professionals and even Idaho film students.
They always need part-time employees. They could hire people from our universities. Our students could work and they could intern with those companies.
Plans Satori hopes to put into place in Blaine County.
We wanted to hire the local culinary school to be able to cater there. We want to get interns from the university so they can come and work on the set, get to see how things move. Also, we offered in there to give the students a credit in the movie.
A major stepping stone for the future of the film industry in Idaho.
Across the board, it would be a win-win situation.
Karen Lair.
And we've got the people here to do it.
Idaho News 6.